As I gasped for air, barely able to move after my 10K run, I thought, maybe I'm not built for this. But then I realized pain was giving me a choice. I could quit or I could continue. What if I told you that pain is not our enemy, but our greatest teacher? The very thing we spend our lives avoiding could be the thing to unlocking our achievement. We all experience pain, physically, emotionally, mentally. But the real question is, what if we chose to embrace pain? Could it be the gateway to something greater? A few years ago, my wife sent me this picture. I was in shock. And I asked myself this question, is this really me? I had been in denial. My friends, denial is a very powerful drug. It numbs us, it makes us feel comfortable, and convinces us that everything is fine when it's not. I knew I had to do something very quick. I told myself I need to do something to make me feel good. And there it was, a 10K run. I said, if I do this 10K run, I'll feel better. And if I just push through it, it will definitely make me feel good. But reality had other plans. It was brutal. An hour and 44 minutes of agony. I walked most of it. I gasped for air. My legs were on fire. And when I finally crossed the finish line, I pretended to celebrate, but deep down, I was broken. For 3 days, I couldn't move. And as I was going through all the different posts, I noticed a picture of a friend of mine who completed 21K. 21 kilometers. How is this even possible? What made him different? I called him, searching for answers. Now, the obvious answer is training. But my mind refused to accept that. And he agreed to introduce me to a coach. When I got there at the track and field site, I was surrounded by lean, athletic, powerful-looking athletes. And there I was, the biggest guy on stage. Yes, I know. The coach saw me and he told me, I want you to run. I said, how far? Until you stop and then come back. I ran and I could only run for 300 meters. I felt embarrassed. Oh, just coming back. And I told the coach, oh, my knees, my back, I'm having issues. The coach looked at me and said, that's fine. I'll develop a plan for you. But you need to show up twice a week, every week, no excuses. I said, fine, not a problem. My first week was excruciating. It felt like torture. Every single session felt like torture. What made it worse, I found out this gentleman, this coach, was part of the Navy. And I asked myself, what did I get myself into? I tried to find every single excuse to get out of this. And when I approached the coach, looking for some sympathy, Coach, this is impossible. This program is not built for me. Look at the guys. They're all lean. Look at me. I'm the biggest guy here. Come on, what are you talking about? And he smiled and he said, there's nothing wrong with the training program. The only problem is that you are not embracing and enjoying the process. Pain never leaves. You need to learn to embrace it. Embrace the pain, enjoy the process. What is he talking about? I looked around and I looked at all those athletes. They were just as exhausted as I was. But the difference was they were all smiling. And I decided, and I approached them to ask them one single question. Do you enjoy this? And each and every individual said yes. Although training is very hard, we really enjoy every moment of it. That night I went back home, I decided to make a decision. And I said to myself, I'll embrace pain, and enjoy the process. Every session was just like this. Saad, I will embrace pain and enjoy the process. I will embrace pain, enjoy the process. And something incredible happened. In just a few weeks, I started looking forward to these sessions. And I caught myself asking this question, am I really enjoying this? And something amazing happened. I shattered my record. An hour and 11 minutes. I couldn't believe it. With all this struggle, I realized maybe there's a formula to unlocking potential. Well, the first part of the formula is acknowledging the issue, acknowledging that you got a problem. Without acknowledging, in my case, I was in denial. As soon as I acknowledged, I realized I had a problem and I had to do something. The second part is embracing and enjoying the process, no matter how difficult it is. And last but not least, training with the best. Find individuals who are better than you. By combining all this together, you get to unlock your potential. This is just a theory, right? I said maybe I could actually take this formula and apply it somewhere. And out of all the sports that I could do, I decided to do a triathlon. Now, for those of you who don't know what a triathlon is, it is a combination of swimming, cycling, and running. And I said, if I take this formula and apply it, maybe I will be able to, prove it works. I did cross the finish line, and I got my friends congratulating me until I got this. When I went back home, I got a DNF. I said, what is a DNF? Oh, my friends told me, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It means that you didn't meet up the cutoff time of 2 hours. 2 hours? Well, I did it in 2 hours and 11. But why did I feel this way? I did something that was unconventional. I couldn't run 300 meters, and now I'm actually doing a 300. I actually now started doing a triathlon. So why did I feel this way? Deep down, I knew. Deep down, and I had to acknowledge that I didn't give my 100%. I knew deep down I did not give my 100%. I called the organizer and I told them, listen, I want to do this race again. He told me it's in a couple of months, but there's another one called Qantab Challenge. For those of you living in Oman, as soon as you hear the word Qantab, it is a place full of mountains, super hilly. It is a brutal terrain. Even the most athletic individuals who are used to doing these sort of activities find it difficult. Now, I had a choice. I could wait a couple of months and do this again, or I could challenge myself and do it. But at this time I said, I'm going to give my 100%. I sought out the best swimmers, the best runners, and the best cyclists, and I trained with them, and it was extremely difficult. But I also made sure I embraced the pain and acknowledged and enjoyed the process. The turning point, I did not only finish, I finished strong. When I finished this race, I realized pain never disappears. It's always there. But as soon as you learn to embrace it, it becomes your greatest teacher. In a span of a year, I completed 6 different challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, the formula works, provided you stick and you follow through. As of January 2025, I did 140 kilometers of cycling with over 40 clients. Beyond me, I realized I was so focused on myself, there were things that were happening around me. The first thing is the group that I used to ride with. It was a very small group, 3 to 4 riders, became 8. And out of those 8, 7 of them actually competed with me. And these guys have been cycling for a very, very long time. And they were surprised. Saad, you've been doing this for just a year. And you're pushing us, and we haven't done anything like this. I said, listen, we might as well enjoy and do it together. When it came to work, there was a mind shift in the work. Whenever a problem arises, usually any issue, I would be concerned. If you told me about a year ago, I would be not too happy. Oh, another problem. But now, I don't have that issue. And I remember Les Brown's quote very vividly, and I'll try to mimic him. There are no bad days, only character building days. Let me repeat that again. There are no bad days, only character building days. So every time a problem comes, I said, oh, an opportunity to build character. Last but not least, my children. Whenever I go swimming, running, and this, they always ask me, please take us with you, please take us with you. And I dedicated some time to them. And I'm proud to say the youngest one started competing in swimming competitions, and the eldest found his passion in soccer. We're all leaders. Each and every one of you are all leaders. Within our families, our workplaces, or within our lives. Every day we have a choice. We could let pain build us or break us. Pain is not permanent. Failure is not final. The true measure of strength is how many times we rise after we fall. So I ask you today, what if the very thing that we fear, the pain, the struggle, is the key to unlocking your achievement? What if we chose to embrace it? Your breakthrough is on the other side of the pain. So I ask you one question today. Will you cross the finish line?